Hello, today's video is a special one. We're going to be talking all about self-image. Guys, I am going to stress how important self-image is. The moment I changed my self-image is the moment my life started to alter and my life started to get better, because I changed it from a negative self-image to a positive self-image. Now, I know this might sound a bit la-di-da woo-woo to some people, like, ooh, crazy, but it's not. It's honestly fact, it's scientifically proven, and there's a great book called Cybernetics that backs up self-image by Maxwell Maltz. It's such a good book. I love that book, and I haven't read all of it, but I have started it, and it's so amazing. It talks all about self-image. Now, what is self-image, right? On AI, Google's AI, it said that it is, I've got my notes, it said that it is a person's mental representation of themselves. Ooh. Wow, that's grand to me. But an even better definition that I found on positivepsychology.com said it's an internalized mental picture we carry around. Do you know how powerful this is, guys? Literally, the picture that you carry around about yourself in your mind every day, every moment of every day, every week, every month, every year, that is what you become, essentially. So I know this sounds a bit la-di-da, like I said before, it sounds a bit like crazy, but it's not. It's scientifically proven. Maxwell Maltz was a surgeon back in his time, and he was also into psychology. And let me tell you an example from the book, because it basically sums it all up in a nutshell. He was a surgeon, and he carried out plastic surgery on individuals that felt like they had something wrong with their face. They either didn't like their nose, they either didn't like their ears or their mouth, or whatever it was on their face, right? And he found out that when he carried the surgery on these specific clients and he fixed the problem, some people, I don't know why I did air quotes there, some clients got up, some patients should I say, got up from the surgery. They were so happy with the result, so happy, and it gave them an extra boost of confidence. It gave them that extra oomph to go and face the world, and they were just so happy with the result, and it sort of changed how they view themselves. It changed how they reacted to the world, to people, and just their confidence and their self-esteem in general. But of course, on the other end, there were some people who, they got the result that they wanted. He literally changed their nose and made it perfect, you know, and made it the way that they wanted it to. But they still felt defeated. They still felt like, oh crap, like I'm a nobody, I'm no good, in fact, they became worse. Their self-image and their self-concept became so much worse. And basically, Maxwell Maltz concluded that it's not necessarily the physical doing of the surgery that changes the way the person sees themselves. It's more so their own ideology that they had of themselves previously, whether they wanted to change that or not. So their own self-concept, the way that the idea that they had of themselves, the image that they had of themselves, if that didn't change in here, if that didn't change mentally and internally, then they will still stay the same. But if they changed it here, knowing that, oh, it's like a placebo. Oh, if I do this, then this is going to be the outcome. I'm going to feel better. Then that's generally what happened. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's really interesting, that book. And I suggest you go and read it, Cybernetics. But anyway, so that's how powerful your self-image is. That is how powerful it is. I'll give you another example. Me personally, right? I've got a man now, you know, we're doing really well and the future's looking really bright for us, right? But it wasn't always like this. Guys, I was 30 and I was single, right? And I realised that there was something that I was replaying in my mind. I can literally tell you guys, I was picturing myself in bed, a nobody, broke, no love, like just no one to be with, as in relationship-wise, and just living at home with mum until I'm like 40. And there's nothing wrong with that if your situation is a certain way. Some people's situation is different. I'm not shunning anyone. I'm just saying, for me, I had so much potential and I was in a stage where I could do things. I could get a job. I could find a man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There was no obstacle in the way. Apart from my self-image, apart from that image that I had going on in my head, like every day, every moment, every week, every month, every year. And it's only when I got into like self-concept, manifestation, and looking at things as half full, having a positive mindset, is when my life began to change. Now, I started to visualize, and this is so key, guys. I started to visualize basically when you picture yourself a certain way in your head, right? And you create a story. It's like a cinema, it's like a theater in your mind that you're creating, and you're viewing yourself first person, doing something, being someone, having something that you really wish that you desire, right? And I started doing that with finding marriage and having kids and having a relationship. I started picturing myself as this person who was in, this jumper is a bit annoying, keeps riding up, but anyway, being someone in a relationship. And lo and behold, I kept that image going, and I not only did that, but I felt gratitude as well. I felt gratitude as if it's already happened. Like I felt thankful, you know, of what I have now, even though I didn't have much. I was homeless at the time. What I had, I was grateful for, and I was also grateful for the possibility of being in a relationship. You know, I felt good. And lo and behold, a few months later, I actually met my partner. So it does work. Like when you see yourself differently in your mind, you draw things to you that will create that reality. And like I said, I've experienced it. It's backed by science, and I just want you to try it for yourself as well. Visualization is such a positive, a good technique in order to change your self-concept, right? Let's go back to like why it's so important. Like self-concept, it literally determines your success or failure. It literally determines whether you have a good positive experience in life or whether you have a negative one. And I'm not saying that when you have a good self-concept, nothing bad will happen to you. Of course not. Like we all go through life. Do you know what I mean? Life hits us all. But the more you think positive and you have a positive sort of outlook, it's the more that you draw positivity to you. And those people that say, oh, that's not true, oh no, that's a load of bull crap, yeah, that's why you're experiencing the mundane same old that you're experiencing, because you have that attitude towards life, you have that attitude towards things. Whereas people that genuinely have a grateful, thankful, positive outlook, they tend to attract positive people, circumstances, scenarios, and things like that to draw them into their desires and the reality that they want to live. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But saying that, never not be happy with where you are and what you have. I'm not saying it's all you want is over there. No, be happy and grateful for what you have now. That is so vital, you know, because that shows that you're grateful. And when you're grateful, you get more things to be grateful for, you know. But yeah, self-image is so important. It's so vital. And I want to talk about these images that we do hold. Where do they come from? Like, why do we hold these images, and why do we have this negative self-concept in the first place? Well, it's all a build-up from past experiences, past interactions with people, with circumstances, experiences. It all molds you into becoming who you are. And unfortunately, a lot of people do go through negative experiences. And it's not necessarily take this with a pinch of salt, it's not necessarily the experience that dictates and determines the self-image. It's more so your reaction to it. Because I heard a really amazing quote that I stick with, and it says it's 10% what happens to you and it's 90% how you react to it. So the way that we've reacted to circumstances and situations in life in the past negatively, it holds that negative perception of ourselves, that negative concept, that negative idea that we have of ourselves. Maybe we're not good enough, maybe we can't do this or we can't do that, it's too hard for us, we're not able to do that, we're not the right skin colour, we're not the right height, we're not the right this. And all that holds, we hold it, and we create that negative image over time, and it builds up. And then it becomes a sort of stronghold in our subconscious mind. And whatever is implemented in your subconscious mind is practically what you experience in life. You know, it's what you experience. So it's a thing where we need to alter that self-image. And once like I said, visualization is a really good technique to use. It's also other things like affirmations. And when I say affirmations, I don't mean it lightly, as in just tell yourself you're beautiful, or just tell yourself you're rich and you'll become it the next day. No, it's affirmation backed by confirmation. And I want to repeat that, affirmation backed by confirmation. And what I mean by this is that core belief where you truly believe in that affirmation. Because your core belief is your gut, it's your instinct, it's your subconscious, it's your core, you know. And if that truly believes that you're I don't know, able to do something, or you're capable of this, or you're this or you're that, then your life will start molding into that, you know, because you truly believe it. So it's an affirmation backed by confirmation. You know, you need to truly believe in that affirmation. And one thing I'm going to say about changing your self-image, it's not a quick fix. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. It's definitely going to be a journey, and that's fine, and that's the fun of life. Life is not a destination, it's a journey. You know, take your time, read more books, affirmations, write down your current beliefs, and write down the beliefs that you do want, and repeat those beliefs that you do want. So for example, if you believe that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, write down that you are worthy and that you are good enough to do this because X, Y, and Z. You've done this in the past and you've succeeded, and meditate on those good affirmations, on that good belief, you know. And like I said, visualization, picture yourself as the person that you want to be. Don't stress it. Don't like, oh, I'm visualizing. No, it's not like that. It's just you just imagining yourself where you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to do, you know, who you want to be, and just feel grateful in the moment for what you have. You know, these things will really help to shift your mindset, shift your self-esteem. And like I said, it's going to take time. It might take, I don't know, 30 days, 90 days, a year, but it doesn't matter. It's the journey, and you'll be growing as a person. You're becoming a better, more positive person, and that way you will attract better, positive things in your life. But ultimately, self-image is everything. Ultimately, self-image is the be-all and end-all. And like Maxwell Maltz said in his book, Cybernetics, your self-image, the way you see yourself, determines your experiences in life. It's quite clear. If you see yourself as a failure and you're no good at maths, you're probably going to fail maths. If you see yourself that you are a punctual person, you're always on time, you're probably going to prioritize being on time. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not rocket science. It's so simple, but it goes over so many people's heads because they just think, oh, it's just too simple to be true. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's not. But yes, I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video all about self-image and the importance of self-image and what it is and how you can alter your self-image for the better. I am your girl Arija, and watch some of my other videos that are popping up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in my next video, and I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed it.